Hi everyone, so today a little bit of a different video. So if you're new to this channel, I'm Kay and I mainly talk about wigs. This is a human hair wig. If you're interested, I put the details in here somewhere. But today it's not about that. Today is about Yepoda and two items that I bought. I bought the SPF BFF 50, which I just need for my aging skin. This is meant to be a little bit tinted, so that's always good. So that's the first one I got. And then it's a foundation that I couldn't resist. I got totally influenced by the adverts on Instagram. And this is the Dewy Day foundation, Korean skincare. And I was really after something that gives me a dewy look, but also covers, and let's see if I can zoom you in a bit more, that covers all my like age spots and sunspots. They don't really show on camera as bad as they are in real life. I have taken off the portrait mode, etc. So all I have on my face at the moment is my skincare. And I have a little bit of eyeliner and mascara, and that's it. I have nothing else on. So I can show you what these two look like. So I just want to show you how beautifully this is packaged. So you have a thank you card, a QR code, and look, it even has my name on it. So that's a lovely touch. And then the two items I bought. So I bought the Dewy Day. I also bought the SPF BFF 50. Just an idea of what the packaging is like. If you're like me and you like packaging, then it's always interesting to know. So really cute. I have not tried them. I have not opened them. So this will, I will do this with you. Like the packaging. So let's open up the sunscreen. It protects, it slows aging, and it's moisturizing. So let me put this on first, and I put it on one half of my face so we all get an idea if it does tint. I'm trying to get it out. There's a little bit of pumping. Yeah, it's definitely tinted. So it has like a brownish tint to it. So it's always hard to do this in front of a camera. So as I said, I only do one half of my face. Let me just pull my hair back a little bit more and just do this side. It feels really nice. It feels very light, which is lovely. And let me have a look. I'm not seeing any kind of difference at all between the two sides. So this is the side without anything on it. That's the side with something on it. Let me put some on. Do it proper. Let me do a proper squirt. It smells not like sunscreen. So that's interesting. Let me go down here as well. Up here. On the nose, there's a bit of redness around my nose normally. Under the eyes. And down the neck. So let's look at it again. Let me show you first. So this is the side with, and this is the side without. Let me have a look on the mirror, because as I said on the camera, I don't know if you can really see the difference. Maybe a little bit tinted there, a little bit of getting rid of like the harsh redness, or it gives you a little bit of a glow. So that's quite nice. I think if you can see a little bit of a glow here on this side, not on this side where it's not on. So that's nice. So to do it even, because this is what I would do in normal life, I put on here as well and just even it all out. I mean, normally I used to use just tinted moisturizers instead of foundation. That was enough for me. But now that I reached a certain age, I'm 48, it's just not enough anymore. The sunspots and the age spots just are quite something. They're quite prominent, and they seem to get bigger, so not happy about that. It does feel quite moisturizing. I have quite dry skin, so I do like a little bit of moisturizer on me, and that's really nice. So let's have a look again. So now it's all over. I think there's a bit of a healthy glow here. Don't know if you can see it, but that's what I see. Yeah, there's a bit of a glow, which is lovely. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to wait like 10-20 minutes just for this to soak in before I use the foundation. This is my main reason I bought anything from Yepoda, is because I saw the adverts for that, and I'm just praying that it will cover the way I would like it to cover. I haven't even tried if the color is any good. So let me unpack that with you for the first time. It comes in this round little thing. It's quite cute. Have a dewy day. The hard applicator. And then you have a lid, and then you have another lid that comes off completely. So you have that lid, so it really stays, hopefully, nice and doesn't dry out. And that is the color. My color is N3C, which also has an SPF of 30. So I'm using N3C. So I'm back. It has soaked in a bit. So let's start with this. So I did watch a few reviews, etc., and people said to really not go too much. Go in with a little bit, because if you have too much, it might just be not looking too good. So I will just very lightly, have about that much on, tap it a little bit against this lid, just to get rid of maybe any kind of excess. And then I will just plump it. Just plop it on here. A little bit of glow. And a little bit of coverage. Let me go in again. Tap it against here. It's always, can't do it just with the camera, I have to use the mirror. Again, I just do one side, and then I will do the other. Right, in again. Tap the excess off, and just do this side. Color-wise, not sure. It has a, again on the camera, I don't think you can see it. It has a bit of a red type of hue to it on my skin. I think I do need a bit more than what I initially thought I might need. It feels like I have nothing on. So that's nice. I don't feel like I'm putting any kind of makeup on. Now, it might be because I'm I'm putting hardly anything on, who knows. But that's what it feels like. Just go in a bit more. The problem is I don't want to put too much around my eye area. However, this is where I have the most dark spots, if you like. But we all know that with aging skin, too much makeup, where you have the fine lines, it just makes them look a bit worse. Which, you know, it's not the idea. Right. So I put a little bit more on the applicator before I actually put it on my face. Obviously, never forget to go down your neck. Right, so let's have a look. I do like that I think I have a bit of a dewy look. I do think that this side, where I put it on, looks fresher. And I do think it has covered quite nicely the dark area under my eyes. Look in the mirror. I still can see my dark spots or my sunspots. It hasn't completely covered it. Let me look at the top. The top is not too bad. So you can see the difference here. You can see that brown spot here that has no makeup on, and here it's kind of, you can still kind of see it. At the moment it feels a bit like it's still a really natural look. It's like my skin, but a little bit better. So that's not the worst thing for me. That's quite nice thing to have. So that's the side without anything. And that's with the dewy day on it. Let me just put it here on these dark spots here to see how that covers. I go in a little bit more, put about that much on here, and just pop it on there and see how it fares. Not sure it really covers it. Right, let me do the rest. I do think I need 3 fingers. It does fall off. I might have to use a different applicator. This might just not be really working for me. But let me do the rest of my face. I do like how light it feels on. It doesn't feel like I have any kind of makeup on, which is a lush. So obviously I would have to go up, take my wig off and really go up into the hairline. But this is really just to get an initial impression of this foundation. Right, so now it's all over. See, on the camera, it looks really white, my face. In real life, it has like a reddish tint to it that I can't see on the camera. I might when I edit it. But at this moment in time, it looks like this is a really pale color on me in the camera. But as I said, in real life, it isn't so. It's actually quite a nice, yeah, as I said, like a reddish kind of hint to it. It's not quite as full coverage as I've seen in the adverts. So I don't know if I'm just not using enough, but as I said, I don't want to use loads because of my aging skin. I don't want to emphasize all my fine lines, etc., which will happen if I use too much. And obviously I will do the wear test, wear it for a few hours and just see how it fares, how it settles, if at all, into my fine lines. But I find it really easy to apply. I'm not disappointed, but I'm not euphoric about it either. Just have to wear it for a bit, see how it goes. If it settles in my fine line and I just look older, then I'm not, I have to send it back. It's just not, that's not the point of this whole exercise. But I do like the finish overall. It's a little bit dewy. It's not as dewy as I hoped it would be, but maybe I have too many expectations. I don't know. Finish-wise, it is not full coverage, at least not on me. You still can see some of my spots, or some of my dark spots, etc. through it. But it just evens out the skin tone quite nicely. The red around my nose kind of has gone as well, so that's nice. So I'm just looking in the mirror. I always find it, as I said, the camera picks up really strange colors. So I said I look really white when I look at the camera. As I said, that's not the case. So let me just summarize so far what I think. I really like the SPF 50. I do like that it's tinted. I haven't found many tinted sunscreens, so that's a really plus for me. Really, and it feels really nice on. What I like about the Dewy Day, I like the overall look. I like the feel. I do not feel I have anything on. So when I move my mouth and my eyes, it doesn't feel like things are moving around or stopping me from moving it. Sometimes some foundation can be so heavy that they just feel like a mask on. This one doesn't feel like that. It does feel like I just basically just put a really nice moisturizing cream on. Great. I do like the slight glow. I was hoping for more, but I think it just looks a bit healthier. N3C color, I want to see how it goes throughout the day, see if it kind of oxidizes. I'm going to want to check now is how it fares, if the color changes and how it feels after a few hours, if it still feels like of kind of moisturizing or if it becomes dry, who knows, and if it settles into my fine lines, and how much the coverage is still there after a few hours. So for everyone who is thinking about, how clean this makeup is, I have what's called the Yucca app, and you just scan the barcode and it tells you if it's poor, bad, excellent, etc. in terms of how clean it is. Unfortunately, both of these on the Yucca app came out as poor, and that's mainly based on one ingredient. And I will put the name down here. I'm not going to attempt to say it. And I will write as well what the Yucca app says about it. And you can make up your own mind if that's something you want to put on your face or not. Just to be aware, the Yucca app at times can tell me something is bad when actually it's not, especially with food items. So just something to be aware of. I do want to tell you that. So I put the screenshot of the Yucca app for both here somewhere. So you get an idea. If you are really after clean makeup and skincare, this might not be for you. If you're like me and you say, yeah, a little bit here and there, okay, not too bad, then have a look at it, see if there's something you want to put on your face. If you're not worried about it, then you can skip this step altogether. So yeah, I hope this was useful, and as I said, I will see you in a bit with a wear test update. Hi, welcome back to my check-in. Unfortunately, I didn't have as many hours as I would have liked. I only had 2 hours before the light goes, and even then with the ring light on, it's not going to be that good quality for you to see. So I thought I'd do a quick check-in now, and I will add another check-in another day where I do a wear test for longer. So it's just really like a quick check what's going on with this dewy foundation by Yepoda. So I had it on for about 2 hours now, and I'm quite impressed. I quite like how it looks. I said that it had a bit of a red tinge to it, and I think it has calmed down over the few hours now. It's now quite a natural look, I think. Let me switch off the ring light so you get an idea of what it looks like. Hopefully, just in natural light. So I do think there's a bit of a dewy finish. As I said, the coverage isn't quite as good as I would have liked, but it does cover those sunspots to an extent that I'm kind of happy with. Let me just switch on the light again. So, and I don't really think it has settled into my fine lines so far. Because, can you see that even if I do this, you can't really see where my fine lines are. So that's quite good. So there would be here. It looks quite good. It looks quite good. I think there's a little bit more of wear test to be done here to see if I like it and what it feels like. And it still feels really like I have moisturizer on. It feels really soft. My skin feels really soft. It doesn't feel tight. One thing I noticed though, especially like 10 minutes after I applied it, my skin started to itch just a little bit. Just like, you know, when you have like, you feel like you have a hair on your parts of your skin. That's how it felt. And I checked, there was no hair. So I might have a kind of a reaction to either the foundation or to the SPF. Not sure which. Every now and then I get a bit of an itch. Just a little bit. Not like I want to scratch my face off. Not at all. It's not like that. It's just a little bit of an itch. And I don't know why and what that is. So I'm keeping an eye on that. Sometimes new products can, you know, your skin is not used to it. It's just something I thought I'd mention to you. And the coverage is still really good. I have touched my face a few times. Otherwise, I think it's still nice and dewy looking. So stay tuned for a longer wear test. So I see you in a bit. So I'm back as promised. New day. And I have already applied the foundation and the SPF. So I had it on for about an hour now, just so you get an idea. I still have a little bit of that kind of feeling of itchiness, tingling. But I'm really liking this. And it covers enough for me to feel like it's a no makeup look type thing. So it has covered quite well. I'm going to wear this now for the day, and I see you later on tonight where we can see how it fared. So just a little check-in. It's about 4 hours in now. I have to take my wig off. And I'm now in a different room, so in front of a very big window. So it is a real dewy look with this. Let's look at the eyes. Look good, I think. Just do this. So final check-in is now has been 7 hours that I've been wearing makeup. And let's look at it. I think the coverage is really still really good. So it still feels quite moisturized after all these hours. And it hasn't really settled into my fine lines. The only place where I can see it is here, on this bit here, and it's the same on this side here. But nowhere else has it settled into my fine lines. So Tell me what you think of Dewy Day by Yepoda. If you have tried it, if you want to try it, put all your questions, comments down below. And if you like this video, subscribe maybe, and maybe find me on Instagram at KWearsWigs. Have a lovely day, and I hope I see you very soon. Bye.